A violent attack in broad daylight. A woman is dragged while a man tries to steal her purse. How Good Samaritans jumped in to help. One Dodger fan followed through on one of his bets with a player, why he named his new baby girl Mookie. What a cool name to have. Hello, everyone. You're watching The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. More on those stories coming up in a moment. But first, it's officially move-in week for students at USC. Very exciting. Right now, thousands of Trojans are on campus trying to figure out which dorm to call their new home. And of course, unpacking and getting settled couldn't happen without a little help.
But I'm waiting for my mom because she had to go drop off the car, and now I have to move all my stuff. Hard because it's just us, me and my mom.
Moms to the rescue. Classes begin next Saturday, August 26th. Negotiations have resumed between the Writers Guild of America and Hollywood studios. As those bargaining sessions press on, a group of actors and comedians decided to stand up for the strikers. It was a packed house at the Laugh Factory on Sunset Boulevard Tuesday night. Many of the people performing are part of the cast of the upcoming movie Back on the Strip. With premieres on hold, Tiffany Haddish, Bill Bellamy, and other stars got creative. The result? Marquee talent on the stage for 2 sold-out shows.
This is not an individual thing. This is a team effort, working as a unit. When communities come together, really great things happen.
We don't want to stop the momentum of why we do this, why we love to make movies, why we love to make TV, and why we make people laugh, player.
100% of the proceeds from Tuesday night's shows will go towards striking writers and actors. Comcast, the corporation that owns our parent company, NBC Universal, is represented by the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. Some employees of the NBC News Group are represented by the WGA and SAG-AFTRA. It's time for an update on the forecast. We're checking in with meteorologist Belen De Leon to see what's in store for the rest of the week.
We have one more day under a heat advisory. Temperatures still in the triple digits on Thursday inland. And this heat advisory and excessive heat warning are set to expire Thursday evening. So until then, continue to practice good heat safety because the risk for heat illness is elevated. Now, weather will be cooling as we head into the weekend. Look at the trend for Van Nuys. We've got 103 Wednesday, mid to upper 90s Thursday and Friday, and then cooler conditions over the weekend. We have 92 on Saturday, Sunday, 88. And what is this? 80s in the forecast. We have some changes on the way. We are tracking a tropical disturbance that is still to the southwest of Mexico, but in the coming days, this system looks to be dragged in our direction. Now, Sunday into Monday, it has the potential of bringing us some rain, some cooler temperatures, some strong winds, and some high surf. We're still several days away, but stay tuned.
At least 106 people are now confirmed dead 1 week after those intense wind-driven wildfires swept over the island of Maui. Take a look at this. This is video from FEMA crews going through the disaster zone. More than 2,700 buildings, from homes to historical landmarks, were burned to the ground. The federal government has set up a mobile morgue with coroners, pathologists, and technicians to help identify the dead.
Thankfully, we were one of the ones who made it out because we did see some lifeless bodies on the shore when we were making it out once the firemen came, and it was just a scary sight to see. I froze when I saw the lifeless body.
Oh, this is so devastating.
President Biden will get a first-hand look at the devastation left behind on Maui when he travels to the island Monday. Some troubling video here. Sheriff's deputies are looking for a man who attacked a woman and violently dragged her while stealing her purse in Hacienda Heights. This happened in the middle of the day earlier this week in the front of Bank of America on South Azusa Avenue. 2 Good Samaritans rushed in to chase the man away and help the victim get up. But the latest incident is unnerving for people who live in the area.
It's outrageous. Just seeing the rise in violence.
There's been a lot of robberies and yeah, it's unsafe now.
We actually moved here years ago because it was a nice community, safe community, but now I won't come to the bank alone. I won't take my son out to the market.
The LA County Sheriff's Department is using that video as a part of its investigation in hopes of tracking down the attacker. A former sheriff's deputy in Texas is now in custody for a hit-and-run crash that killed a father of 7 from Riverside County. Investigators say 31-year-old Giovanni Ceja was under the influence when he hit and killed 38-year-old Gilberto Sotelo on the 215 freeway in Riverside last week. Sotelo was putting gas in his truck when he was hit. Investigators say Ceja was here on vacation. He will be returned to Southern California to face charges. Police shot an off-duty LA County Sheriff's deputy at a golf course in Fontana. This happened Tuesday afternoon at the Sierra Lakes Golf Club, and police say they went to the golf course after calls about gunfire. When officers arrived, there were reports that the deputy pointed a gun at them, and they responded by firing multiple shots. We don't know the deputy's condition. Former President Trump and his allies are on the defensive following the sweeping indictment over alleged attempts to overturn election results in Georgia. Trump says he'll hold a news conference on Monday where he'll prove fraud in the election. Similar claims have been repeatedly debunked in the past, and Tuesday, Georgia's Republican governor posted that the election was not stolen. The former president is calling for all of his trials to be pushed back until after the 2024 election. Not guilty. That was the plea from an Orange County judge accused of killing his wife. NBC4 was there when Jeffrey Ferguson made his first court appearance Tuesday. He's been out on bail since he was charged with shooting and killing his wife, Cheryl. Court documents say problems started when the couple had an argument at a restaurant. And when they returned home, the argument continued. Ferguson's attorney says the killing was an accident. Ferguson agreed to new bail restrictions, including surrendering his passport and to location tracking. He returns to court in late October. If he's convicted, the 72-year-old faces 40 years to life in prison. The International Bird Rescue is caring for 2 Canadian geese that landed in the La Brea tar pits. Well, these 2 geese are the only survivors of the 5 birds that got stuck last month. They had burns, broken wings, and were exhausted from trying to get out. The Bird Rescue says both surviving geese are slowly regaining the strength to stand on their own. In the San Gabriel Valley, a family woke up to find their kitchen torn up by a hungry bear. And it's not the first time they've had such a visit. NBC4's Christian Cazares reports from Sierra Madre.
Well, it's unclear if it was the same bear, but the family tells me they were shaken up about it. They tell me the first sighting was in their backyard. The very next day, the bear was inside their home, inside their kitchen, and after their food. Watch as this bear tries to eat the peanut butter from a jar in Thomas Maloney's backyard.
I know their noses are good, but not know they could pick up the smell of peanut butter in a closed container.
The Thursday afternoon encounter with the bear, Maloney says, was quick after it escaped without causing any harm. The bigger concern, he says, was what he saw the next day.
When I came up, this was open. And I'm standing over by the door jamb, and I look across, and the bear's head was coming back towards the door, looking, straight ahead.
Did you realize it was a bear?
Oh, yeah, instantaneously. They're very easy to identify.
The bear had made its way inside the family home on Auburn and Olive Avenue. These images showing the damage the bear caused before the homeowner called 911.
And the officers then, moved down. He shot 1 round. The bear did not react at all. The bear ultimately came down the tree and scampered off.
According to the city of Sierra Madre, this is one of 3 bear sightings over the past weekend.
We ask all our residents to please be mindful. We ask all our residents to please don't leave food out.
In 2021, the Sierra Madre Police Department responded to 106 calls regarding bears. 6 of those involved the animal entering a home or a car. Last year, the number of calls and incidents went up, including a case where a bear entered an elementary school.
If you choose to live in a foothill city, then it comes with a certain amount of risk.
In Sierra Madre, Christian Cazares, NBC4 News.
By the way, the bear said the peanut butter was very, very good. Get it? Very good. Pop icon Madonna is returning to the stage. She rescheduled her celebration tour dates, including performances set for here in Southern California. Madonna will be at the Kia Forum in Inglewood between March 4th and 11th. She was forced to put everything on hold earlier this summer when a bacterial infection landed her in the ICU for several days. The North American leg of the tour begins in December in Brooklyn. That's going to be a good tour. For young people who want to learn more about the brilliant mind of Taylor Swift and become as successful as the superstar, there's a college course for that. In the upcoming school year, Arizona State University is offering a course called Psychology of Taylor Swift, Advanced Topics of Social Psychology. The school website says the class is using the musician as an example of different phenomena, specifically when it comes to gossip, relationships, and revenge. ASU is not the only school that's offering a course on Taylor Swift. NYU and the University of Texas in Austin have also introduced music and liberal arts courses about her. It's a class I'd love to take. It's a home run. Dodgers slugger Mookie Betts won't soon forget. A super fan and a soon-to-be dad told Mookie if he hits a homer, he'd name his daughter after him.
I see on Twitter the birth certificate for Francesca Mookie Mancuso. I can't wait to meet Francesca, and that's gonna be my girl. That's gonna be my girl.
Oh, Francesca is absolutely adorable, and now she's going to have a pretty cool name. The encounter happened in the on-deck circle at the game back on August 2nd. Betts then stepped up to the plate and blasted his longest home run as a Dodger. Betts called this one of the coolest moments of his career. And when she grows up, she'll definitely have a cool story to tell every time she introduces herself. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with traffic reports throughout the morning. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.